Hey everybody, Lexi here with you, and the long-awaited moment has finally arrived. We are replaying Fallout New Vegas, and this time we are doing it right. We are doing it ultra modded. But before we do so, I wanted to go over some of the mods that I have installed. Let's start with enhancements. These are practically must-haves for modding a stable Fallout New Vegas. 4 gig Fallout New Vegas updated will allow the game to load and use 4 gigs of virtual memory space, which is very useful when using lots of mods and high-resolution textures. NVSE New Vegas Script Extender is a modder's resource that expands the scripting capabilities of Fallout and allows you to run mods that add scripts. NVEC New Vegas Anti-Crash is a script extender plugin that implements structured expectations handling and sanity checks to reduce the frequency of game crashes. NVSR New Vegas Stutter Remover reduces stutter, helps the game feel smoother and perform better, prevents a number of issues related to stutter and frame rates, which can reduce the frequency of stutter-related crashes. The mod configuration menu is a resource for other mods to use, which adds a button in the pause menu with a list of all the mods using MCM. Each of these mods can then be configured within the menu. Next, overhauls and textures, which are basically mods that will change the look and feel of the game. Fallout Character Overhaul completely changes the characters throughout the Wasteland, making them look more believable and realistic. As for New Vegas Redesigned 3, it edits and corrects some characters throughout the game to make them fit more properly into the story and lore. Monster Mod adds over 130 new creatures and unique models and textures that will make exploring the desert even more challenging and interesting. NMC's texture pack for New Vegas. It changes the vast majority of in-game graphics like roads, landscape, trees, vehicles, buildings, interiors, and also changes some objects like toolboxes, vending machines, chairs, cupboards. I'm sure you get the point. Wasteland Flora Overhaul, which adds over 100 different trees and plants carefully placed throughout the Mojave. It also replaces most of the default trees with higher detailed models and textures that bring some life back into the wastelands. NVEC and NVEC Complete. New Vegas Enhanced Content is a huge compilation of hundreds of different mods with reduced crash, bug fixes, enhancements. It's basically a mod pack. For example, it contains mods such as EVE, Essential Visual Enhancements, New Vegas Bounties 1 and 2, Diamos, Nordic Firearms, and the Collector. As for Project Nevada, it aims at making Fallout New Vegas a more interesting, more challenging, and definitely more fun experience. It is not exactly an overhaul, instead, it organizes a set of theme modules. Each module can access different aspects of the game and allow you to pick the modules you want and use them together with any mods you like, instead of forcing you to make the all or nothing choice. Project Nevada Extra Option has access to some of the behind-the-scenes variables in Project Nevada. These variables control things such as how much energy the vision mods consume and how quickly Action Point will regenerate while using implants. Then there's the story and quest mods. A World of Pain, which adds over 100 locations filled with enemies and, of course, loot. They will vary from small gas stations to huge mage-like sewers and derelict factories. The Inheritance is a lore-friendly quest mod for Fallout New Vegas designed to offer new avenues to experience combat and role-playing for high-level characters, and of course you will need the Some Guys series as a main file. Underwater Home. This mod adds an underwater home near Calville Bay and the Legion camp where you have a small quest in order to gain access, and just thought it was awesome. Tweaks and changes. They are basically mods that will change, modify, or adjust the way certain things act and function in-game. Centered third-person camera will center the camera behind your character, raise it a little so that you can see above your head, and also allow you to scroll back much further from your character. Enhanced Camera enables a visible body and player shadow when in first person. Yeah. Also, any point in game when it forces you to third person, like sitting down, getting up, knocked down, it will bring you now into first person. SmoothLight Pip-Boy Light Enhancer, which increases the magnitude to illuminate a greater area and change the color for a warmer, more natural lighting effect. Complete Vault Girl interface. This mod replaces all reference to the Vault Boy with a custom-made Vault Girl. This ranges from the HUD pop-up messages to everything on the Pip Girl: weapons, armor, perks, status. It also replaces the cards, Vetomatic, and the companion wheel. Perk every level, as the name states, will grant you the choice to select a new perk every level. More perks adds many new perks and traits for you to choose from. See you time for bed NV. This mod changes the way you sleep, like literally. You will be able to see your character sleep, you will also be able to configure some sleep options, and apparently a chance of encounters. Darnified UI is basically a UI overhaul and in my opinion makes it look a whole lot better. One HUD is the combination of immersive HUD, adjustable HUD, and extra HUD, which allows you to tweak and adjust almost every aspect of your head-up display to your liking. UIO, User Interface Organizer, is designed to manage and maintain all UI and HUD extensions added to the game by various mods. It will ensure UI extensions are always properly installed and, when necessary, properly removed. It will automatically detect, resolve, and prevent UI-related issues and will help keep the game UI intact. Weather, lighting, and effects. Mods that simply make your game look stunning. This time around, I decided to go with an ENB, and after trying a couple, I went with ENB enhanced shaders. Of course, I had to tweak it a little, but the end result is simply beautiful. Nevada sky weather effects. This mod adds weather effects like sandstorm, rain, rainstorm, rad storms, thunderstorms, and snow at appropriate areas. The mod adds more than 320 new clouds and weather variants to the game. Realistic Wasteland lighting aims at making the Mojave saturation in colors more realistic and less like a bizarre alien planet. Interior lighting overhaul redesigns the feel and lighting of interiors to give them a more immersive and eerie feel. Mojave Nights replaces the nights, moon, and stars with beautiful high-resolution replacements. Electro City adds a ton of new lights and fixtures in-game in order to compensate for the darker nights created by lighting and weather mods. Character accessories, armor, weapons, and everything that has to do with character customization. Mojave Delighted for Type 3 and Mojave Delighted add-on offers new races and presets to choose from, skins with tattoos, hair, eyes, even nails. You can easily create a good-looking female character to your taste with these options. Next Seam Concealer Necklaces and Chains adds necklaces to the game to hide the seam where the head and body textures meet. Distributed Necklaces and Chains Next Seam Concealer pretty much does the same thing but distributes it to all the males and females in the game. Earrings and Earrings Set by Human Nature 66 adds several sets of earrings for you to choose from. Flashlight NVSE introduces a flashlight into the game, which is a directional light, only illuminating objects that you are looking at. In contrast to the Pip-Boy light, it can reach much further away. Mojave Tin Pip-Boy, a Pip-Boy retexture that really looked cool, and all I did was change the little buttons to be pink. Wasteland Clothing Hires Retexture. This mod overrides many classic Fallout outfits with better textures and normal maps. New Vegas Type 3 Armors. This is a non-new Type 3 body and armor replacer, which replaces the vanilla female body with a Type 3 body wearing adapted underwear. Riot Armor Type 3 is a female version of the Geonox Riot Armor that I used on Veronica and myself last playthrough. TroubleMaker Outfit Type 6 model is a custom armor set made using parts found in other mods around the Nexus, and I thought it looked perfect for my character. Ruger SR556. This mod adds a Ruger SR556 along with 3 modifications: a silencer, an extended magazine, and an angled foregrip. AE86 Siryu Beam Katana, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, gives you a rather powerful beam katana capable of disintegrating targets, and I just thought it was awesome. Last but not least, the followers. I'm sure I don't need to say that this might spoil the surprise for some, but I know that some of you probably can't wait to know who will join me on the next adventure. First is the baby Deathclaw Commander for New Vegas. This adds a Deathclaw egg that will eventually hatch into a baby Deathclaw that you can feed and keep as your pet follower. Russell is a fully voiced lore-friendly former desert ranger who has turned to bounty hunting and can be recruited at the 188 trading post. Willow, a better companion experience, is a girl companion with over 1,200 lines of voice dialogue, quest lines, and I believe that she has been one of the most worked on follower yet. I know many of you have suggested her to me from day one, and I decided to try her out. Vanessa is a particular girl that seems demanding but outgoing. Seeing that she is still being worked on as of today made me want to try her out and see what she can offer. She has over 1,100 lines, comes with 9 little quests, and a whole bunch of great features. Last but not least, a res project. Andrea was designed by Advanced Robotic Entertainment System as an entertaining protocol android. She has been reprogrammed a few times, making her personality somewhat confusing at times. Since this is an old and abandoned mod, I used the textures and meshes from Daughters of Erez, which is the race mod, to update her, but ended up actually disabling her facial animations in the process. Honestly, I thought it was really cool, so I decided to keep it that way. So this pretty much sums up most of the mods included in this playthrough. Of course, I did not include patches and minor fixes. I seriously want to thank all the maniacs from the bottom of my heart that have been around since my first series, and welcome to the new ones also. Let's make this series even more awesome.